He just a scar that never felt the wound, but saw what light yonder through window breaks. In the east, Juliet is the sun. Arise, fair sun, and kill thy envious moon. Already sick and pale with grief, that thou her maid art far more than she, but not her maid, since she is envious. Her vestal livery is but sick and green, and none but fools do wear it, cast it off. It is my lady, oh, it is my love. Oh, that she knew she were. She speaks yet, she says nothing of what. Her eye discourages, I will answer it. I am too bold. 'Tis not to me she speaks, to the fair stars in the heaven, but some businesses do entreat her eyes to twinkle in their spheres till they return. What if her eyes were there, they in their head?
Ay me!
She speaks. Oh, speak again, bright angel, for thou art as glorious as to this night veering over my head, as a winged messenger of heavens unto the white, upturned, wandering eyes of mortals that fall back to gaze on him, when he bestrays the lazy pacing clouds and sails upon the bosom of the air.
O Romeo, Romeo, wherefore art thou Romeo? Deny thy father and refuse thy name, or if thou wilt not, be but sworn my love, and I'll no longer be a Capulet.
Shall I hear more, or shall I speak at
It
this?
is but thy name that is my enemy. Thou art thyself, thou not a Montague. What's a Montague? It is nor hand, nor foot, nor arm, nor face, nor any other part belonging to man, or be some other man. What's in a name that which we can call a rose? By any other name would we smell as sweet. So Romeo would we here not called retain that dear perfection which he owes without that title. Romeo doff thy name, and for that name, which is no part of thee, take all myself.
I take thee at thy word. Call me but love, and I'll be new baptized. Henceforth I will never be Romeo.
What man art thou that thus bestrayed in night, so stumblest on my counsel?
By a name, I know not how to tell thee who I am. By name, dear saint, is hateful to myself, before it is an enemy to thee. Had I written, I would tear the word.
My ears have not yet drunk 100 words of that tongue's utterance, yet I know the sound. Art thou not Romeo, a Montague?
Neither, fair saint, if thee dislike.
How earnest thou hither? Tell me, and wherefore? The orchid walls are high and hard to climb, and the place death, considering who art thou, if any of my kinsmen find thee here.
With love's light wings did I o'erporch these walls, from stony limits cannot hold love out. And what love can do, and that dares love attempt, therefore thy kinsmen are no let to me.
If they do see thee, they will murder thee.
Alack, there lies more pearl in thine eye than 20 of their swords. Look thou but sweet, and I am proof against their enemy.
I would not for the world they saw thee here.
I have night's cloak to hide me from their sight, and but thou love me, let them find me here. My life were better ended by their hate, than death polluted, wanting thy love.
By whose direction foundest out this place?
My love, who first did prompt me to inquire, he lent me counsel and lent him eyes. I am no pilot, yet were thou as far as vast shore washed with the farthest sea, I would adventure for such merchandise.
Thou know'st the mask of night is on my face, else would a maiden blush be paint my cheek, for that which thou hast heard me speak to hurt. Fain would I dwell on form, fain deny what I have spoke, but farewell complaint. Dost thou love me? I know thou wilt say aye, and I will take thy word. Yet if thou swearest, thou mayest prove false a lover's perjuries. Then say love laughs, O gentle Romeo. If thou dost love, pronounce it faithfully. Or thinkest I am too quickly worn? I'll frown and be perverse, and say thee nay, so thou wilt woo, but else not for the world. In truth, fair Montague, I am too fond, and therefore thou mayest think my behaviour light. But truest me, gentlemen, I'll prove more true than those who have more cunning to be strange. I should have been more strange, I must confess, but that thou overheardest ere I was aware. My true love's passion, therefore pardon me, and not impulse impute this yielding to love, which in the dark night hath so discovered.
Lady, by yonder blessed moon I swear, that tips with silver all these fruit tree tops.
Oh, swear not by the moon, the inconsistent moon, that monthly changes in her circle orb, lest that thy prove like otherwise variable.
What shall I swear by?
Do not swear at all, or if thou wilt, swear by thy gracious self, which is the god of my idolatry, and I'll believe thee.
Oh, my heart's dear love!
Well, do not swear, although I joy in thee. I have no joy of this contract tonight. It is too rash, too unadvised, too sudden, too like the lightning, which doth cease to be, ere only one can say, it lightens. Sweet good night. This bud of love, by summer's ripening breath, may approve a beauteous flower when next we meet. Good night, as sweet repose and rest come to thy heart at that within my breast.
Wilt thou leave me
What
unsatisfied?
satisfaction canst thou have tonight?
Exchange for love's faithful vow for mine.
I give thee mine before thou didst request it, and yet I would it were given to give again.
Wouldst thou withdraw it? For what purpose?
But to be frank, and give it thee again. And yet I wish, but for the thing I have, my bounty is as boundless as the sea, my love as deep. The more I give to thee, the more infinite I have, are both infinite. Juliet!
Oh, blessed night, I am afraid. Being in night, all this is but a dream, too flattering sweet to be substantial.
I come anon, but if thou meanest not well, I do beseech thee. Madame! By and by I come, to seize thy suit, and leave me to my grief. Tomorrow will I
So
send.
thrive thy soul,
1,000 times good night.
1,000 times the worst to want thy light. Love goes toward love, as schoolboys from their books.
Hist, Romeo, hist. Or, for a falconer's voice, to lure this tassel gentle back again. Bondage is hoarse, and may not speak aloud, else would I tear the cave where Echo lies, and make her airy tongue more hoarse than mine, and with the repetition of my Romeo's name.
Is it my soul that calls upon thy name? How silver sweet sound lovers' tongues night, like softest music to attending ears.
Romeo!
My dear,
At 1 o'clock tomorrow shall I send to thee.
at the hour of 9.
I will not fail. 'Tis 20 years till then. I have forgotten why I'd call thee back.
Let me stand here until thou remember it.
'Tis almost morning. I would have thee gone, and yet no further than a wanton's bird, who let it hop a little from her hand, like a poor prisoner in his twisted gyves, and with the silk thread plucks it back again, so loving jealous of his liberty.
I would if thou were a bird.
Sweet, so would I, yet I should kill thee with much cherishing. Good night, good night. Parting is such sweet sorrow.
Sleep dwell upon thy eyes, peace in thy breast. Would I wear sleep and peace, so sweet to rest. Hence will I to my ghostly father's cell, his help to crave, and my dear help to tell.